Alright, so Armor King's here, and so am I. Two fucking weirdos at the same time. Pretty sick, right? I'm back because of this guy. What can I say, man? I said I was gonna keep making content for Tekken. I said I was gonna make more videos. I'm a man of my word. I try to be anyways. And, yeah, I needed to walk away from the community for a while because well, I'll go into that in a bit, but Armor King's here, we're all happy, let's rejoice. This dude is a fucking menace. He's the coolest fucking character in the game right now, in my opinion. He is so sick, he looks amazing. I mean, look at this shit. We got the chainmail from Tekken 7, you got the new updated version of Tekken 8 with the cool-ass hair in the back and everything. I mean, this character, if nothing else, he looks way sicker than anybody else. Like, I would say he looks even cooler than Kazuya. I fucking said it, alright? He's cooler looking than Kazuya. Amazing. So they really did a bang-up job on this character, aesthetically speaking. We're gonna go into the breakdown of this dude now, but first I have to cover a little bit of drama bullshit, just to get it off the table, because I know people are gonna be asking in the comments, and I know people are gonna be wondering where I've been, and all this crap. I'm gonna go into it for a little bit. Just skip to this timestamp, or the next timestamp in the video where we start the Armor King breakdown. If you don't give a shit about the drama, if you're not a drama guy like me, I hate the drama shit, that's why I walked away. So if you're like me and you hate the drama, then fucking skip to that timestamp and just get to the breakdown of the character. Otherwise, just keep watching and we'll get to the character when we get to him. As for the drama though, so I had to walk away for a little bit because, I had that whole issue going on with Moonsault. I got nothing negative or positive to say about the guy. I don't really care one way or the other. I was in a ridiculous mindset when we fought, so I was basically a free win, and then I crashed out, and since that crash out, I have had numerous death threats and suicide comments, and just people being complete and total pieces of trash. Just filthy, garbage, gutter trash human beings. And I'm surprised at how many of those comments actually came in. I'd be waking up, sometimes even to this day, I still wake up to the go kill yourself comment on my YouTube channel. So I delete those comments because I don't feel like looking at that shit, and I don't want to promote that in my comment section. So if YouTube doesn't automatically delete them, which it sometimes does, then I will go and do it myself. But the point is, waking up to that almost every day, not a nice feeling, not exactly what I signed up for when it comes to the community. So, I've taken it upon myself to walk the fuck away. Tekken was becoming a bit of an addiction, it was putting me in a horrible mindset, mostly because this game is just not in a very functional state still. I mean, we all know that Season 2 broke the fucking game for the worse. Like, it was so bad when Season 2 first dropped, right? And so, they haven't done anything to fix it. They've adjusted the tit size of chick characters before they adjusted balance adjustments that needed immediate fucking adjusting. Can I say the word adjustment any fucking more? Adjust. So, when the priority is the bust size of chicks in the game over the balance and competitive integrity and well-being of the game, then you know exactly what kind of incompetent developers you're dealing with. It's pathetic. I'm glad I walked away. Streaming is not going to happen for Tekken 8 going forward for me. I don't want to stream this anymore. It's not fun. I don't like my mindset during the streams. I don't like being in a shit mood all the time. And this game is just too fucking garbage right now to warrant wanting to stream it. On top of that, the community sucks. It really does. Like, a lot of you guys are great, and I really appreciate the good ones that hang out in my chat or hang out in the comments and appreciate my videos and stick around. But a lot of you guys, like, holy shit, you need to grow the fuck up with the comments that I've received. My fucking god, it's crazy. I'm not a perfect human being myself, right? I crash out from time to time, but telling somebody to kill themselves because you disagree with something they said is a pathetic way to be. And that's not the kind of community I wanted to associate with myself. I don't want to associate with that type of environment. So I walked away, right? That's the smart thing for me to do. It was becoming an addiction, this game. It was becoming an unhealthy addiction. to the point where I was in a shit mood every time I'd play it, and then even after I played, I'd still be in a shit mood with a rain cloud over my head for the rest of the day, right? So, all in all, I had to walk away for my own sake. And really the suicide comments and the kill yourself comments were just like the iceberg. Like the camel, the straw that broke, yeah, the camel that broke the straw's back. That's what that shit was. Fuck it. I'm done. Fuck it. I walked away. No more streaming Tekken 8. I'm not going to be streaming it going forward. I'm probably not even going to play ranked going forward. I might enter some locals when I can. I'll probably go and compete at EVO or something. I'm still going to be training and practicing with it all the time. But as far as streaming this fucking game, no desire. As far as playing ranked, not until they fix the shit. It's just, I can't do it. I cannot do it. This game is so fucking broken. The characters that are like the top 10 characters are still so absurd. And I still hear the exact same shit. All the new tier list updates are basically the same shit I was saying months ago when I made my last tier list. Like, everybody is saying the same thing I was already saying. It's basically nobody's changed their minds. Everybody's been saying the same thing for months now about this game. And I'm glad I walked away after seeing that, because nothing's fucking changed. It's still garbage. So I know that if I started playing this again on stream, it would be the exact same experience, and it wouldn't take long for me to, regret starting to stream it again. So, sorry to all of those people who want to see me stream Tekken, but I'm still going to be making Tekken content videos. I'm still going to be streaming, just not Tekken. So if you want to hang out. Come rock out of the streams. I'm still pumping out Tekken 8 videos, so why not just relax in a chill stream with me and the homies and all the good people that hang out in the stream. It's a lot of fun. It's a good time. I stream almost every weekday, Monday to Friday usually, every morning if you're on the Pacific time. Then I usually start my stream around like between 9 and 10 in the morning on Pacific time. And I go for like 5-6 hours typically every day. I just appreciate everybody who's here still. I appreciate everybody who wants me to come back to streaming Tekken. And I appreciate that, people are still pulling for me on some level. I know that the whole Moonsault thing was kind of settled. He kind of got, everybody's been saying, oh, Karma's a bitch for Moonsault. He got, Karma. I don't wish any ill will towards the guy. He got his ass kicked in that fucking feud match with D all the way G. And D's like, oh, Buff Guy's been avenged. And, I appreciate all the positivity and all the love and all this stuff. And I'm glad that people are starting to come around and see things kind of more from my perspective. Which is awesome, but I don't wish any ill will towards Moonsault. I have no positive, nor do I have anything negative to say about the guy. I just want things to be let alone in that department. I have nothing to say to him. I don't feel like we need to communicate. I don't want to talk to him, but I also wish only the best for him. So we should keep it at that, okay? So that's where I stand right now. I'm doing okay. My family's doing good. Moonsault is salty about his loss, but he still seems to be doing okay. D all the way G's okay. Mike Hollow's okay. Everybody's good. We're all good. So let's chill on the hostility, and let's just enjoy this broken-ass bullshit game if we're enjoying it, if you can. Yeah, I think that's probably a good segue over to this character, because we're going to talk about some broken-ass bullshit in this character's repertoire that I heavily disagree with, but also I'm completely head over heels in love with Armor King. I fucking love Armor King. So, Breakdown begins now. I am an Armor King fan. I've been an Armor King fan since Tekken 6, and I picked him up in Tag 2. Started playing him fairly seriously in Tag 2. And then I got him pretty damn good in Tekken 7 when he dropped in Tekken 7. I got second place at a Locals with Armor King, which is higher than my placement with Kazuya at a Locals when I used to compete. I got third place with Kazuya, so at a few locals near my area. And I just love this character. As far as my mains are concerned, everybody knows my main is Kazuya. Everybody knows Heihachi is my secondary. And those two will always be 1 and 2 for me. But then next up, right after them, it's Devil Jin and Armor King. And it always has been Devil Jin since Tekken 6, Armor King since Tag 2, and I've never looked back. Those are like my 4 guys. So the fact that Armor King has dropped now is just, it's making me so fucking happy. This dude is an awesome fucking character, but holy shit, he has some bullshit. And we're gonna talk about all that stuff. So here we go. Breakdown is going to start with, we're going to go over is what to do in the neutral, okay? His neutral tools. As far as his neutral is concerned, you've got obvious, the jabs. Jab strings. Jabs are fantastic. You got this. Well, I'll talk about that move in a minute. But yeah, 2-1 is a fantastic move. This is also his 10-frame punish, but again, we'll talk about punishment in a little bit. This move is fantastic for setting up the giant swing. Obviously, everybody knows about that. You can even set it up with just a regular jab. So, you've got amazing options for neutral tools just with his jab alone. Okay, jab is fantastic. His down forward 1 is also an amazing move. +7 on hit. +3 or -3 on block, which I think is amazing already. I've always said, if you've got a down forward 1 that is -3, -2, -1, you have an amazing down forward 1. Amazing. If it's 13 frames at -1, 2, or 3, fucking top tier down forward 1. Spam the shit out of this. It's incredible. Okay. The only thing about his down forward 1 that people might be a little bummed out about is that it doesn't track to either side, right? It's he's at +1 advantage, so I have even a little fewer frames to sidestep, and I still dodge his down forward 1 at pretty much any range. So at specific ranges, it might track the sidestep left. Yeah, so sidestep left, sidestep right can dodge his down forward 1 either direction. So it's a linear down forward 1. It doesn't track to either side, which is good because it's -3. It's already fucking good at -3 on block, but the issue with it being -3 is that it has an extension, right? Let's try this sequence for example. So jab, down forward 1, jab. Okay? So because his down forward 1 is -3, his jab turns into a 13-frame jab. So it trades with my down forward 1 at that point. -3. If I block his down forward 1 and try to do my down forward 1, it trades with his jab every time. Right? But if I switch that into doing the extension, then I eat that shit because this extension doesn't jail. So if I try to follow up immediately after, say I block his down forward 1 and then I try to follow up immediately after, I get counter hit by his down forward 1 too. So they gave him an extension, and this extension is pretty dangerous because what you can do here is, if I can get the counter hit going, I get a crouch throw for free if the extension connects on counter hit, and then Armor King's in heat, and my god, this dude's heat is blocked. It is really fucking good, man. I mean, heat in this game is stupid in general, we all know that, but the fact that his down forward 1 is -3 is problematic because of this extension. This down forward 1 should be like -5. -5 is fair. Heihachi's down forward 1 is -5, and that's fair because it has an extension and multiple extensions. And you can deal with all the extensions appropriately if you need to. You can sidestep duck, you can try to duck and then stand up to block the down forward 1 just frame 2. But with this shit is tricky. You can duck, but then you risk eating the second down forward 1, right? So if he does another one and you say you commit to the duck, then you're getting hit by this down forward 1. So this is the problem I have with Armor King right off the bat. If you're giving someone a down forward 1 extension, then the down forward 1 itself should not be ever the solid frames of classic down forward 1s, which is -1, -2, -3. Any one of those is a top tier down forward 1. Okay? Top fucking tier. You can jab check right after that, and it's almost always a good idea. Because -3 is still almost neutral. Not quite, but almost. But they're never going to challenge that. Because if you do this, then they get thrown. So the only issue here, the way that this is kind of balanced out, is that obviously this is a high. So if Armor King's just going for this, yeah, you're always gonna launch this shit on fucking reaction. Okay? Like that's a solid move, the down forward 1-2, even though it is a high. High doesn't even really matter because the down forward 1 is -3. everything I just said makes this a little bit problematic. This should be toned down to -5, just so they can't spam this shit and then go into this. It's just too good, man. It's too fucking good. The down forward 1-2 is not a natural combo, but it's only -6 on block too, and it's got a bit of pushback. Not a crazy amount, but you know, like if it hits a tip range, then I don't get a jab afterwards. I can't jab check. As you just saw there, it was hard to, like there. If it hits a tip range, my jab whiffs, right? So I don't even get to jab check after that. So it's a very sick fucking move, and it's a little bit too strong in my opinion, just because the counter hit follow-up is a bit strong. Next up, we got down forward 4. 12 frame poke, -4 on block, +7 on hit, and the range is not too bad. 12 frame poke, I mean, a 12 frame mid is so good. So fucking good, especially with the range that this dude has. 12 frame mid, usually, like Heihachi and Kazuya, their 12 frame down forward, or their down forward 4 is one of their most solid pokes, especially for Kazuya. It's like his only good poke. It's 13 frames to impact. And that's like one of his best pokes, and it's -9 on block. Terrible fucking move, but it's still one of his best pokes because Kazuya sucks. Whereas this shit is -4 and 12 frames to impact, and it's +7 on block. It's just a amazing fucking tool, or +7 on a hit. Sorry, amazing move, man. Amazing fucking move. Like you can do so much cool shit with this. If you hit them with this, then you can run up and do whatever the fuck you want, pretty much. It's never a bad idea. Try Shining Wizard right after down 4-4. It's crazy how good that is. It's amazing how good that is. So down 4-4, amazing fucking tool. Abuse the shit out of it. Fantastic poke. So we've gone over a 10 frame poke, 13 frame poke, a 12 frame poke. Down 3. Down 3 is a really good move. It's the same thing as King's. It doesn't crush anything. But it's only 17 frames slow, which I'd say, like, in my opinion, 17 frames is the cap. That's where you can say a move is fast-ish. Anything slower than 17 frames is almost always interruptible by something. A down forward 1, a 15 frame launcher, a jab, depending on what they're doing, you know. So this move, being 17 frames, makes it still viable to use in the neutral. It's a +2 on hit. Low poke, which, as we all know, you know, if you're +1 with Armor King, then you get to set up the giant swing. And this is +2, so they have even fewer frames to work with here. You can do any type of throw setup after this. Keep in mind that because this is +2, the cool thing about this is that his down back 1+2 throw works. Up forward 1+2 doesn't. It'll trade with a jab and you get fucked up for it. But down back 1+2 will beat out a jab because it's 11 frames fast. So you can down back 1+2 here, or you can giant swing here. So there you go. 10 frame fast throw, 11 frame fast throw. They've given Armor King some pretty good shit with this, because King's, he's got the same move, but his is only +1, right? Only +1. Armor King's is +2, which means he gets more throw setups for it. You cannot interrupt down back 1+2 after this. You have to either duck it or break it, and then again, like we already talked about, you can't interrupt giant swing here either. You have to break it or duck it. So, brutal fucking, this is a really damn good poke. Really good poke. Really good low poke with Armor King. Also a good pressure tool is 4-4 neutral 2. Not that move, that's 4-4. 4-4 neutral 2 is super, super good. +5 on normal hit. +5. Really fucking strong for that. It's similar to King's in way in how linear it is. But on counter hit, this shit is really fucking good. This move on counter hit, if you hold forward, 4-4 neutral 2, hold forward, you go into bad Jaguar stance, blowjob stance. And you get a guaranteed blowjob stance 1-2, which is a heat engager. And then you get all that guaranteed if you're in heat. So, and you can mix it up with forward too, which is on counter hit, guarantees a full combo. So, stupid combination, really difficult to deal with. You have to step both of those moves. So you want to step Armor King to the right and evade that move. But it's an amazing tool. This is only minus 13 on block, so only Kazuya can launch it because Armor King is in crouching status when he's finished doing this move. So you're only getting launched by Kazuya, nobody else. Everybody else gets a decent punish for it, but if you block it, but still, I think that move, as good as that is, should be minus 14. Really fucking good poke, though. Another amazing poke that I really think is fucked up with this character is While Standing 2. While Standing 2 is dumb. 12 frames fast, minus 9 on block, plus 3 on normal hit. Okay, so this is a ridiculously good move already. This is a great move to throw out as a poke, just to check your opponent from a while standing position. Great move. Abuse the shit out of this move because check out what it does on counter hit. You get all that for a 12 frame while standing 2 that's minus 9 on block, so completely safe, and counter hit launches. It's just, so it sets up your throws, which is already scary to be minus against this character as it is. The same thing with King, right? They've got ridiculous throws. Armor King now has the second best throw game in the fucking game next to King. He's got the same throw mix-ups. Again, we'll talk about that shit later, but While Standing 2 can't talk about how good this fucking move is enough. It's incredible. Okay, so that's basically the pokes that we're going to go over for Armor King. What are we talking about? Jab, down forward 1, down 3, forward neutral 2, while standing 2. All these moves are fantastic. Down forward 4, again, can't be understated how good that move is. So those are the pokes, the typical pressure tools / pokes that you would want to go for. Now we're going to discuss specifically the pressure tools that are a little bit slower, starting with this move. This is plus 3 on block. Why is it a pressure tool and not a poke if it's plus, something else that we're going to be using in neutral? Because pressure tools are specifically moves that are always either plus on block if they're mids or highs, or they are plus on hit if they're lows. So like down 3 is a poke, but it's also considered a pressure tool. Forward neutral 2, again, plus 5 on hit. So it's an amazing pressure tool, but it's also considered a poke because it high crushes, it's fairly quick, all things considered, you know. But the real pressure tools are the ones you just throw out on the neutral that are always plus no matter what. This is a plus 3 on block move that is amazing on normal hit, amazing on block, and on counter hit. So if you want to do this into this, that's guaranteed. Forward 4 into crouch throw, and then you're in heat, 49 damage. So amazing move for that reason. Okay, so the next pressure tool in the list that I wrote down as a really fucking good pressure tool is CD1. As you can see, it's plus 5 on normal hit, or plus 5 on block, and guaranteed a throw follow-up if they don't break it. At the wall, if you knock them down with CD1 at the wall, then you can get this into back 1-2, into wall pressure. You also get a guaranteed stop. So you got some pretty damn good options after CD1 connects, but it's almost always a good move because this shit is plus 5 on normal hit, or on block, plus 5 on block, and pretty damn quick to come out. 15 frame startup, plus the inputs, so technically it's 18 frames. Really fucking good move. Abuse the shit out of CD1. Next up is up 1. This move is pretty solid. You can step it to one direction. I believe you can step this to the left. Let's give it a test. Yep, sidestep left. Sidestep left seems to avoid it. Sidewalk right also seems to avoid it. Sidestep right seems to avoid it. So I'd say, because it's true Armor King fashion, just go with the best case scenario. You want to always sidestep right Armor King for the most part. He's got shit that tracks to that side as he should, but Up 1 is a super fucking solid move. That's up back 1, but up 1 is great. +4 on block, wall splats, +11, as you can see. So, you know, you can do shit like that. From a +4 on block, fairly linear attack, but not super slow. It's good to throw out in the neutral as a pressure tool. These moves are fantastic. If you're spamming CD1, try up 1 and see what happens. Amazing tool. +4 on block, wall splats for 11 or +11 on hit. Wall splats on normal hits. Oh, it fucking launches on counter hit. I didn't even see that when I did my testing earlier. So on counter hit, you get this shit. And this isn't even optimal damage. Counter hit, this is just a stupid move. Abuse the crap out of this move, okay? Up 1 is insane. Up 1 +2. Of course, this is a classic. King has this shit too. It's +2 on regular, on block. Launches on normal hit. Well, you know what if the combo is like, fucking... So there you go. So that's typically what you go for a combo with up 1 +2. Again, decent pressure tool, plus on block. Now we got homing moves / pressure tools. So homing move, number 1, 4-4-3. Probably his best homing move. This is like no-brainer. Always spam this shit. +2 on block. High, but fairly quick. 18 frames to impact if you include the forward input. Really good to catch people stepping you, but also great for a pressure tool. Armor King has built-in pressure tools / homing moves. This is another problematic move. This is the next one on the list. We already talked about how this is a problem. We talked about how this shit is a problem. And then this is the other thing that I think might be a problem. Okay, so up back 1. This is a plus on block, +5 on block. +5 on block, homing move that guarantees a follow-up. It's a little too good in my opinion. The homing moves should not be not ever be this plus on block. Homing moves that are plus on block are an absurd concept. I know that this is 24 frames to impact, so you can technically react to this, sort of, if you're on crack, but I don't see that happening. It's 24 frames to impact, which means that's like lightning fast speed. Most people are not going to be able to see that. 23 frames is typically the cap. That's where people start to recognize animations and can apply appropriate counterplay on reaction. For the majority of the population, that's the rule. But that, even myself, I'm way too fucking slow to see 23 frames. I can't. Like, I've tried. I've practiced the shit out of trying to react to 23 frame moves, and I can seldom do it unless they're spamming the fuck out of it. And even then, hard for me to catch it sometimes. 24 frames, not that much slower. So, you know, you should be able to see this, but if you don't, you're gonna be eating shit. You eat shit damage, or with +5 on block, with a little bit of pushback, but not much. Like, it still sets up a giant swing on block. It's pretty crazy. So, really good move. I don't think this should be plus on block. Neutral on block would be great. But plus, considering it gives a guaranteed follow-up, there's never a bad time to use it. Unless you're spamming it and they're looking for it, but then you can just do this. You know, at that point, you got this to mix up with this. They're both very similar in speed. One's a mid, one's a high, and they don't look all that different. I mean, they kind of do, but they both use his left arm, so it's going to be a confusing thing to try to. This sequence kind of reminds me of Asuka's Naniwa Gusto running 1+2 and forward 1+2. Those two moves in combination with the two of them together are bullshit and unhealthy for the game. And this is kind of the same concept. You know, you're mixing a mid with a high, and one is plus on block, the other is plus on block. One is huge reward, the other is huge reward. Like, there's really no reason not to do this sequence ever. Because they can't step this, and they can't duck this, right? And this is a wall splat, this is a fucking knockdown, and a wall splat, I believe. Yeah. And then you're fucked. What's he gonna do? You know, he takes the full fucking damage. You know, look at the amount of health he just lost. It's insane. All because he ate what? A plus on block homing move? Like, dude. No, I don't agree. I don't agree, but I get why they... No, I don't get why they added it. I don't get why they added... This is too much. This shouldn't exist. Too strong. Normal hit, it's too good. And on top of that, I even think it launches in heat because of that. Oh my god. I'm learning shit too because I just started. Holy fuck! So 92 damage without wall in heat. This becomes a. What is this shit? Like that is. Come on, man. Ridiculous moves. Another solid homing move of his is back 3+4. -8. No, -9 on block. But it's safe. So, you know, -9 is safe. If it's -10, you can jab punish. -9, you're good to fucking go. And it's not that slow. 20 frames is pretty good. And the range it has is decent. Like, you're going to want to space it out properly. But look at that range. Solid fucking range. It doesn't matter the speed at all when you've got range like that. It's crazy. Just be aware of the fact that back 3+4 can be interrupted if they try to do a jab check or a down forward 1 or something. But you can use this pretty safely most of the time. Space it appropriately, and it's an amazing ult. So pretty awesome, and it wall splats. And I don't think it does anything on counter hit, but no, it doesn't do anything on counter hit. Thank fuck, he's already got enough shit on counter hit anyways, so it is what it is. Just leave it there because fucking great move. Doesn't need any adjustments. We also got Bad Jaguar stance, or Biting Johnson's stance. Because look at that shit, he's gonna bite your dick off. Also, blowjob stance. So, you know, blowjobs. We'll just go into blowjobs and discuss the shit in blowjobs. Blowjob 1+2. Blowjob 1+2 is super slow. But an amazing pressure tool after, say you connect with a back 1-2, and then you go into blowjob stance. This is not going to be interrupted 9 times out of 10, because after your opponent eats a back 1+2, or a back 1-2, sorry, as your 12 frame punish, then nothing Armor King has after this is interruptible. You cannot interrupt anything Armor King does. Because this is 11 frames and you're already -8. This is 15 frames and you're -8. This is 17 frames, you're -8. This is a power crush, so it beats out everything. This is a move that's 26 frames, so if you're -8, then you can potentially interrupt it, but you've got 4 other options to worry about in that stance. Plus 5, because you have a throw to worry about too. So you'll do this and then get thrown. So it's got a lot of things to worry about after back 1-2 connects. We'll talk about his pressure in a little bit here. But he's got several options out of that stance. So you just don't want to interrupt 9 times out of 10. After you get hit by this, it's just Armor King's turn, and there's nothing you can do. But blowjob stance 1+2, solid pressure tool for that reason. Typically after a punish, so I wouldn't suggest using this in the neutral. It's pretty fucking slow in the neutral. Another one that's good is this though, blowjob 4. Ridiculously good. +3, knocks down on counter hit, and gives a guaranteed stop on counter hit. So have fun with that one. Only -12 on block too, so pretty fucking good. But I think that's pretty good for pressure tools. So now I would like to discuss just the neutral tools, the best neutral tools that I think currently are the ones that really stand out to me. We'll probably find out more shit as time goes on. Again, this is not a full breakdown of this character. This is day one. This is to get everybody started. This is the shit that I think is going to push you to super high ranks if you abuse these tools correctly, appropriately, and you know when to use the moves, right? So starting off with just a standard neutral tool, it's not a pressure tool, and you can't really call it a poke. It's not a homing move, but these are all moves that I think are worth using into neutral at all times because they're just fucking awesome. So first one is down 2, a classic Armor King move, +5 on normal hit, forces crouch. I mean, how fucking awesome is that? Counter hit, you get a guaranteed heat engager with while standing 3-1. Pretty amazing. I mean, this is essentially, you could just fish for fucking counter hits on this thing with this move. It's just a great fucking move. No reason to never use it. And on block, it's only -5. Like, it's so good. It's so good. So, use down 2 a fuck ton. Abuse the shit out of that move. Next up is down forward 2. This is a 15-frame counter hit launcher. Really good move. It is -12 on block, but you can, if you want to do the extension here, you can do down forward 2-1, which is a high. So they can block that and then launch you for, or they can duck it and launch you for it, sorry. But that is a natural combo if you want to do the whole thing. But down forward 2 by itself, amazing move. On counter hit, down forward 2 gives you this. So pretty solid, 85 damage for a down forward 2 counter hit. It is -12 on block, like I said, but it has an extender. So if they block that and try to interrupt, then the down forward 2-1 is going to hit. So it's not always going to get punished unless they see you spamming it and never doing the extension. Then you risk getting punished. But most of the time, you're nothing to worry about. Another good one is up forward 3. I like this move. +5 on normal hit. Doesn't do anything on. It's safe on block too. So up forward 3 is only -8. Only -8 on block. And then, just like a lot of Armor King shit, it's a fucking counter hit launcher. He's just got a shit ton of them, man. It's crazy how much stuff this dude's got. $79 damage for a piss-ass combo. Like, it's probably not even max damage. Again, we didn't do wall, rage, or heat. So, up forward 3, solid move. Amazing move is Demon Paw. You could technically say he's got 2 of them. It even launches in heat. So you get the idea, right? Like, that's stupid. So he's got basically 2 Demon Paws because he's also got this, which is 4-4-2, -6 on block only, but it's another Demon Paw. Also has ridiculous counter hit properties. So, you know, it's just, he's got such good moves. Demon Paw that heat engages with even more range. But it's more unsafe, so you want to have it's a trade-off which one you want to do. On counter hit, this is better. 4-4-2 over 4-4-4, but they're both amazing fucking moves. And then the final one I want to talk about is CD4, which guarantees a shoulder, or I think it even guarantees a stop. Yeah, that's guaranteed. So you can do CD4. And then the other reason to, the other move you can do from CD, crouch dash, is CD3, unblockable high attack. So it gives your opponent a reason to watch when you're doing your crouch dashes and your wave dash mix-ups. It gives them a reason to duck your crouch dash. So solid fucking move in the neutral, pretty quick, unblockable, wall splats with full combo, as you can see here. Yeah, so you can potentially get all that damage from an unblockable, fast attack. You can duck the bad breath, but then in bad Jaguar stance, again, ducking is dangerous because Armor King's got such good shit in bad Jaguar or blowjob stance, what it rightfully should be called. You know, he's also got this fucking great move. Guaranteed throw. You know, you get fucked right up against the wall with Armor King. So amazing fucking character. So far, I don't really see too many weaknesses except for sidestep right for Armor King. But let's talk a little bit about his punishment now. Okay, so punishment for Armor King is very simple. He's got 10 frames. He got 1-2. That's just a 15-frame jab string, and then you can do your throw, mix it up after that. But typically, what you want to do is the better one. 2-1 into giant swing, or 2-1 into down back 1+2. You know, the faster throws they look fairly similar to one another. Get the boost by giant swing, get a little more damage. You know, so that's perfect for setting up your throws. 2-1 is typically the 10-frame string that you want to go with when it comes to your 10-frame punish. 12-frame punish, Armor King doesn't have anything for 11, from what I can tell. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. Again, this is only day one. But back 1-2 is an amazing move because it puts you in the bad Jaguar stance. You hold forward, which you can then mix up with doing giant swing or the 2-throw from bad Jaguar stance. Or you can mix it up by doing anything else that you want to do. It was low here. We already talked about this move a little bit, but, you know, get a stunner if they try to press buttons or if they duck you. Then you get a stunner. If they're worried about the low, they'll duck pretty often because it's a chunky-ass low and it's +3 and it's pretty quick. So, and you got this too. You can do this. You can fuck them up with the bad breath. You can grab them for free. No way to break out of that. It's guaranteed. So this basically is Tekken 7 Rage Drive. Bad Jaguar stance forward 1+2. That's his Rage Drive from Tekken 7. And it's 35 frames without heat. 10 frames faster with heat, which we'll discuss in a little bit. Crazy shit. A lot of people are going to eat that shit for breakfast. Because ducking Armor King is smart, but at the same time, he's still got shit like this. It makes you never want to duck the character. If they have one hop kick, you don't want to duck them, right? They're already deterring you from ducking them, and he's got so many reasons to duck him that he's just a scary character to fight against, and he's gonna be a bitch, I think. So beyond down back, so you got back 1-2 for his 12 frame. Doesn't have anything 13 frames from what I can tell thus far, but again, correct me if I'm wrong on that. I've looked extensively. But he's got down back 2-3 as a solid 14-frame, fucking punish. So 14 frames, natural combo and normal hit. You can also do this, but it's not nearly as good. This is more damaging and it wall splats, so just go for down back 2-3. It's a pretty awesome fucking move. Down back 2-3. For 14-frame punish. Solid fucking shit. And in heat, he gets another 14-frame punish that we will discuss in a minute. That's really stupid. As far as 15 frames, he's got up forward 4. Always a solid move, because at low crushes, it's a hop kick. He's still got his old hop kick. Fantastic shit. So a hop kick, and then you get some damage. You can wall splat with that, or you can do the extender, or whatever the fuck you want to do. So there's that. He's also got up forward 2-1, which is my preferred 15-frame punish because it just does more damage. And it's 15 frames just like hop kick is, but you get slightly more damage. So with hop kick, you get this. Keep in mind, I'm not optimizing. I don't even know if I'm optimizing any of these combos, but this up forward 2-1 being his 15-frame punish, in my opinion, is fantastic because it does 7 more damage than the hop kick. So go for up forward 2-1 if you're within range. But hop kick is great for fishing for shit. I think they're gonna go low and try hop kick, and it's either one fantastic 15-frame punish. As for the while standing punishment, he's got 3 decent ones. You can have while standing 4, which is this classic 11-frame chunky ass mid, really fucking good. Just like King's got. And he's got while standing 3-1, which is his brand new attack that he's now able to go into heat with. Guaranteed to stop follow-up in heat. Amazing fucking move. Also, as we talked about earlier, guaranteed after a down 2. It's hits on counter hit. You know, you can do all kinds of shit like that. So, there's that. Obviously, while standing 1, pretty awesome. It's 15 frames, full launch. I don't think you can get a dark upper for that, but yeah. You get the idea, right? So, while standing 1, fantastic, and of course, hop kick like we discussed already. You can do that from a crouching position. Everybody knows that, so there you go. That's the while standing punishment for Armor King. You got 2 15-frame launches from while standing. So, I'd go for while standing 1 more often than not, because it just does more damage. Gotta say, Armor King's combos, considering how much damage they do, that is fucking nothing. They are not difficult to do. His combos are crazy. As far as his whiff punishment goes, I mean, everybody knows he's got the dark upper. It's so fucking sick to see his back. Love this shit. We were worried about, I was worried about him not having it in this game, but of course he still has it. So thank fuck, because dark upper is the way to go. So 82 damage for landing 1 dark upper. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. That's like Kazuya Heihachi level damage. It's ridiculous. So super, super good. And of course, for the long range punish, he's got his 15 frame forward 2-1. You do this after blocking like a Death Fist or Heihachi's Iron Hand or Kazuya's down back 1-2, or you know, any move that creates space, but needs, you know, you have to be far away to punish it. This is your long range punish, right? That's essentially what you're looking at for his punishment. Now I want to talk a little bit about his throw game. Armor King has the second best throw game in the game. He's got his multi-throws. He's got multiple ways to set up the giant swing slash shining wizard bullshit. And then, you know, so the multi-throws look like this. This one is the Cobra Clutch sequence. It's a 1 break, so if you mash 1, or as soon as you see the crouch dash, you just mash the 1 and get out of it. I believe this one is, depending on what he does next, it's either a 2 break or a 1 break at the very end there. You can break the second throw. If you get hit by the first one, you can break the second one with 1+2. That would be a 1+2, and then whatever this throw happens to be, the third one is either a 1 or a 2. So, it's not that complicated to break Armor King's throw sequence, but it really does depend, because the initial throw break for this is 1 or 2, depending on how he wants to go into the sequence. If he goes with 1, if he goes with the crouch dash 1+3, then it's a 1 break. If he goes crouch dash 2+4, it's a 2 break. So it's a mix-up in that regard. They look the same. They're the exact same fucking throw animation, and the break is different depending on what their input is. So it's fucking lame, but it's Armor King, so it's okay. It's acceptable because King's got an even worse scenario where he's got multiple different multi-throws that do different things and do have far more extensions, but they look the exact same and have 3 different breaks, 1, 2, or 1+2. Whereas Armor King just has the 2 options. So you're just guessing 50-50. You don't have a 33% chance of breaking the throw. You've got a 50% chance. So it's still a little more fair than King's. But Armor King's multi-throw scenario is still a pain in the dick for that reason. And of course, we all know he's got the giant swing. The best throw in the game. Looks like a 1+2 break, but it's a 1 break. Classic Shining Wizard, everybody knows this throw. It breaks walls, but it doesn't give as good Oki, so that's the trade-off. It's not as good in the neutral as King's Shining Wizard, but it's still really good. And you can mix it up with the giant swing, as we already discussed. They both look very similar. So, and you can get blue sparks from the Shining Wizard as well. It really depends on how good you are doing the move. I suck, so I can't get it all that consistently. So Armor King's got 2 ground throws, 1 break and a 2 break. They look exactly the same. The 1 break looks like this. $66 damage, and now my back's against the wall. Not the best position to be in, so you know, it's good to throw your opponent off, because most of the time when you're doing the throws against the wall, you're trying to get that kind of a setup, you're gonna want to go for this throw, because it's just better in every way. You know, you get so much more reward for doing that one, which is the 2 break. So everybody's gonna be breaking that ground throw with 2. So doing the 1 throw in that sense is guaranteed and gets you a little extra damage against the wall. But the ground throws are always fantastic. They always set up major rewards for Armor King. We've been in the game for him for a long fucking time now. You know, as we showed earlier in the video, if you do something like this, wall splat. And then that's pretty much all guaranteed. I mean, it's not guaranteed, but in Heat, that sequence is even more disgusting. We can start talking about Heat now, I guess. So let's give an example of why this is such bullshit in Heat. The reason for that is it's 10 frames faster in Heat. So this is 10 frames faster, 25 frames, and it guarantees a throw. If they eat this shit, then you get a guaranteed giant swing, or any throw of your choice. Obviously you want to go for giant swing, but you know, you can get any throw you want. And the beautiful thing about Armor King that's bullshit for everybody else, but beautiful for Armor King, is like King, they made it his fucking giant swing and Shining Wizard throws homing in Heat, which is already stupid as hell. It's not homing out of Heat, but it is in Heat, as you see there. And then on top of that, again, as you saw earlier, if I could do it, the giant swing is fucking homing as well. And they give fucking Heat back. So, holy shit. They're not learning from their mistakes. But these are other problems that I have with this character right now. Is the homing throws. They shouldn't exist. And I love Armor King, and I think he's an amazing character, and I'm going to main this guy as much as I play Kazuya and Heihachi and Devil Jin, probably more than Devil Jin even. I love Armor King. But holy fuck, is that some cheap bullshit that shouldn't exist in the game. I don't agree with homing throws unless we're talking about these ones. Just the standard bullshit, whatever, break it with 1, break it with 2, super easy to break because it's a 12 frame throw, so it's the slowest a throw can be, and it can be even slower if they press forward and do the throw at the same time. It can be 15 frames fast, 12 frames if they just do it without pressing forward with the throw input. But you know, in that case, you know, if they press forward in that's totally fine to have that be a homing throw, because you get so much time to break that throw. But fucking having giant swing be homing in Heat is too much. Shining Wizard homing in Heat is too much. I'm sorry, but they look identical, and you have to take the mix-up. Break it with 1 or hopefully with 2. You know, you can run up and do the giant swing just like you can with the Shining Wizard if you're very fast. If you're dealing with that, or you're dealing with that, you can just run up and do both throws after a running sequence if you're skilled enough, and your opponent just has to guess, or they can duck. But then if you run up and decide to do something like this, then they're fucked, right? So it's and Armor King's only -13 at that point. So really, the homing throws are almost always in favor of Armor King, or King in that sense, depending on which character we're talking about. And I just don't agree with that. So homing throws in Heat are too much and they shouldn't exist. He's also got this shit in Heat, which I think is amazing. This is a 12 or 14 frame punish at the wall at wall splats. And then Armor King's in Heat, so you're not going to duck that. It's only 25 frames fast, so good luck seeing it and reacting to it on time. And on top of that, this is +4 on block. So this 14 frame attack, that should theoretically just be a punish, now becomes a pressure tool in Heat. Down back 2-1. Really fucking good move. Only 14 frames, does not take up that much heat either. So it's just, and he can recover his heat with the throws. So really fucking strong. Really, really strong shit. What else we have in Heat? There's some crazy stuff in Heat. Talked about his Jaguar Breath, or the Malice Mist, now that it's called, is 10 frames faster in Heat, which is his Rage Drive from Tekken 7, and guarantees a throw still. This is another one that I think is interesting. Up back 1+2, +8 on block, naturally evasive. You can also just do up back 1+2. So decent move, decent pressure tool like this. You know, decent little move. And if they block it, then you're only -13 or -14, so you're not really getting launched for that, unless you're fighting like Paul or something. So it's a good move to just throw up, but then if you charge it in Heat, or if you charge it out of Heat, it's plus on block, and it guaranteed launches. Outside of Heat, it guarantees forward 1+4. Well, you can probably go for the stomp, and I'm sure that might be guaranteed outside of Heat. But in Heat, it's +8 on block and guarantees a combo, which is pretty strong, because it's naturally evasive. It sidesteps to the right just by doing the move. And you get this shit. Let's see if I can do the proper combo here. This is what I've found for this combo, or for this type of scenario. He launches like this. You can get 80 damage, and then it's a wall splat, and then you can go in further because it's Armor King, so you can run up, jab, your down back 2+4 throw, and get follow-up sequences. So really fucking good shit. And then the final thing that's really stupid good about this as well is if he's in Heat and he goes into Bad Jaguar stance, Bad Jaguar 3-2. Power Crush +5 on block. Wall Splat. This is the move that everybody thought was going to be problematic. I think he's got more problematic moves that we've already talked about. But this is it's a Power Crush. And then it's +5 on block. Really fucking good. And then against the wall, big damage. It's just a lot. Like, it's just a fuck ton of damage. So many factors at play in that sequence, but it's Armor King's always been a super high damage character, but now with Heat and the extra bullshit that he's got in Heat, I mean, if you're in Heat and you punish with a back 1-2, and then you go into Bad Jaguar stance, like, they're hating your fucking guts for that. It's a plus on block mid Power Crush. Oh god, disgusting. So really fucking good. On top of that, he's got his Heat Smash. This is +9 on block, and you can sidestep it to the right and to the left, but it's easier to sidestep to the right. As you can see, it's a bit lenient with the step. You're pretty good there. As long as you anticipate it ahead of time, you should be pretty good. sidestepping it left. You can sidewalk it left, but it tracks to the sidestep left a little bit. So I don't recommend, because again, you can see Armor King's hitting you with his right arm, right? Right off the bat. So you don't typically want to sidestep it left. You can sidewalk it left, but you want to go for the sidestep right. Just go for sidestep right, and you're good to go. Still get a pretty damn solid punish there for sidestepping the heat smash to the right, so I always recommend looking out for that. But it is +9 on block, which is absurd, and it is pretty hefty damage as well. It's one of the most damaging heat smashes in the game at 54 damage. Very few characters have heat smashes that do more than 50 damage, so he's special in that regard, and it wall breaks and all that shit too. So really stupid good heat smash, but nothing too crazy. It's far from one of the best heat smashes in the game, so I don't think we need to complain about that one. It's probably fine as is, but it is, you know, it's a heat smash. So they're all bullshit, all heat smashes. Everybody hates them, but they exist in the game, and Armor King's isn't so bad. So there's that. As far as his heat engager combos go, you got this one. Which ones launch and which ones don't. Forward 2-1 launches, I believe. Well, it should. It's King as well. Yeah. Solid combo there. Then he's got ones like forward 4-4. Demon Paw also launches. So yeah, forward 4-4 launches. While standing 3-1, however, does not launch. Just get a stomp follow-up guaranteed, which is great. But you know, the Oki for that is fantastic. You can even, if they just stay on the ground, you can go for one of your ground throws as well. So yeah, just keep in mind what launches and what doesn't with Armor King and Heat, and you're good to go. But all in all, he's got some seriously solid Heat. I probably haven't even touched everything in the Heat, but this is all just to get everybody started with the character. So that's the things I think we need to, that are worth talking about in Heat right now. And now I want to talk about some combos. We've already demonstrated a bunch of combos in this video already, but I mean, it's I'll just put in some notations. I'm going to do a few combos, and or I'll get the computer to do some combos, whether it be counter hit or not, and I'll put in the notations, and then we're good to go. So you guys should have no problems with the combos for Armor King. They're all pretty straightforward, and there's only a couple of different scenarios where you'll have to change up the combo a little bit. But for the most part, one combo fits all, and they're all damaging as fuck. So we'll go over the wall combos and shit at the end once the first combos are done. there's pretty much the examples of combos that I have for you guys right now. I don't really think there's any reason to go outside of those examples for now, unless we find something super, way more optimal than those examples. But that's what I came up with on day one. I don't think there's. I mean, this sequence here is pretty good because it goes straight into crouch dash. This is like this reminds me forward 3-2 in combos. Forward 3-2 into crouch dash reminds me of Kazuga's crouch dash cancel with 3-1 cancel, which is fun. I like that about Armor King. So yeah, hopefully you have fun with the combos. They're very easy. Shouldn't have an issue with his combos at all, and holy fuck do they do damage. In summary, this character is fucking awesome. He's a lot of fun. He's everything I hoped he would be and more. He's super interesting. He's got a lot of new tricks. He's retained a lot of his old shit from Tekken 7 and before. It's amazing to have him back. He's a brawler character with a pseudo Mishima gimmicks because he's got a wave dash and he's got the dark upper, which is essentially an electric for whip punishment. He's got a perfect throw game, but on top of that, he has the type of throw game that King has. So not only does he have a perfect throw game, where he's got a 1, a 2, and a 1+2 break in his throw repertoire, but he's also got throws that look the same but are different breaks in regards to his multi-throws and his giant swing Shining Wizard combination. So just a fantastic character in that sense. His heat is next level, really fucking good heat. I can see his heat being a problem in the future. There are some issues with him, like I said. I think this is a little bit of a problem. His downfall 1 should be -5, and it's going to have an extension that allows for a counter hit launch, or not a counter hit launch, sorry. Allows for a crouching throw. So, you know, like that sequence there is guaranteed if the second hit hits. There you go. So that's guaranteed if the second hit counter hits. So this should be -5 for that reason. This sequence here, the up back 1 and up 1 sequences, one's a linear mid, one is a homing high. One guarantees a follow-up on normal hit, but also wall splats. So you got some pretty busted shit there. And then you've also got the up 1, which is a linear, again, like we said, but +11 on hit, +4 on block. So you don't want to duck because you risk eating this, and you don't want to sidestep because you risk eating this. And they're not that slow, so you can try sidestep block or sidestep duck depending on what you're looking to evade. But sidestep duck can potentially beat both of these options, but it's still a really decent combination for Armor King to have. So there's a couple of things to look at there for the devs. Heat this shit is a little bit too much in my opinion. Bad Jaguar 3-2. That's +5 on block. And it's a Power Crush. Power Crushes should never be +5 or plus on block, regardless of the scenario. Whether you're in heat and you only get it from a stance, it doesn't matter. You're going to be entering that stance a lot, and you're going to be in heat a lot. So it's just going to be a problematic move going forward, I think. But he does have a lot of good stuff going for him as well. You know, he's pretty linear, so you don't have to worry about the counterplay for him, besides knowing that sidestep right beats a lot of his shit. That keeps him in check. So sidestep, Armor King right all day, side walking right all day, and you shouldn't have a problem. He does have his homing throws. The homing throws and heat do give heat back. His heat is really good, okay? If King had really good heat, Armor King's heat is as good, if not better. Who knows yet? It's still a little bit too early to tell. But as far as a character archetype is concerned, he's got solid pokes. He's got pseudo Mishima mechanics. He has mix-ups from wave dash. He has mix-ups from neutral. He's got a throw mix-up that's beyond a perfect throw game. It's a more than perfect throw game. It's as good, if not it's about as good, if not a little worse, than King's. So yeah, he's just a phenomenal character from what I can tell thus far. It's going to be tricky to see where he lands on the tier list, but there's a lot of reasons to worry about this guy, and a lot of reasons to love him. So, if you're not an Armor King fan, I can see you hating this guy's guts. But who doesn't love this dude? Armor King is the shit. I'm so fucking glad he's back. Fucking happy to have him here. That's gonna do it for the Armor King review. I do have a quick shout out to say for my video. I'm a voice actor, so I did a video on my YouTube channel recently to sort of like audition for a part in Dragon Ball. I'm a huge Dragon Ball fan, an avid Dragon Ball fanatic, and I want to voice in the series. So I made a video that's kind of like a mini audition for that, the part that I want to play. And I would really appreciate it if anybody who's interested in that kind of thing, check out the video. It's right here. Click on the card thing. It's right above me, right above Armor King on the right there. And I would love it if you guys checked that video out and shared it around and just got it out there and gave it some more exposure. I just want to have... I'm not even making any money from that video. It is completely not monetized at all. I can't monetize it. It's got copyright, which is what I expected. It's totally fine, but I just want to get that out there so people see it, so that I could potentially get an audition put in before I even have to audition for the role, if I'm even able to. But it's my dream to voice the character of Moro in that video, and I hope you guys enjoy that one. As far as more shoutouts, I got my full album that's still out and about, and everybody's, if you're down to listen to it, it's right fucking up there. There's the album cover. The link is down below in the description for all the album stuff, so please check out the album and stream it on Spotify or download it on iTunes or whatever the fuck. I appreciate the support. It really means a lot. I put a lot of fucking work into that album for a couple of years, and it's out, and it's been out since February of 2025, and I'm super happy about the feedback thus far, and it's just nice to hear all the positive encouragement regarding that album, because I'm probably going to be making some new tunes in the near future, and I'd like to get the old shit out while I can. So that's it for me, guys. I'll be back with streams every weekday going forward, unless there's a reason I can't stream that day. But yeah, like I said, I stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Pacific Standard Time. 9 in the morning to 10 in the morning is when I usually start, and then I go for 4, 5, 6 hours typically. So come on in, have fun, hang out, enjoy the stream, bullshit with me, talk some trash. I'm doing Dark Souls 2 right now. I'm going to be moving on to Dark Souls 3 and the rest of the Dark Souls franchise after that. And I'm really fucking looking forward to it, because I'm having an absolute blast with the Dark Souls franchise. I know a lot of people want me to stream Tekken, but I just, again, if you didn't watch the drama bullshit earlier in this video that I have the timestamp for in the video, then just to reiterate, I'm not streaming Tekken anymore because I've had some bad experience with the community. If you want to know more about that, just go back in the timestamp and listen to what I had to say. Much love as always, guys. Appreciate everybody who supports the channel, and thank you for watching the video. We got Armor King, guys. He's back. So, have fun with him. Stay metal as fuck, like this dude. And keep rocking out and keep gaming.